Good afternoon, Mr. Simpson. We are so glad to have you here for an interview for Alternativa.hr.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. So we have a few questions for you. The first question is, how would you explain to a layman what exactly happens in the human body when oil is administered? How does the process of healing happen?
Well, all animal life has what is known as an endocannabinoid system. Cats, dogs, humans, we all have this same system within our bodies. And this system actually regulates our bodies. It regulates our immune system. It works in so many ways, it's just unbelievable. But when you take this oil, you're ingesting this oil into your system. And once it goes into the bloodstream, if the oil is decarboxylated properly, and it's high quality oil, then the molecules within the oil will actually fit right into the cannabinoid receptors we have throughout our bodies. And once it goes into the cannabinoid receptors, it causes a buildup of a fat molecule called ceramide, which actually causes programmed cell death in cancer cells while doing no harm at all to healthy cells. And this is the way that it's so effective in the treatment of cancer. But through the research that it was a wonderful lady that contacted me here a few years ago, and she put me onto the melatonin and the pineal gland, the third eye. And what happens when you take the oil, the pineal gland, actually in many cases, our pineal glands become unhealthy due to the fluoride and the different poisons and stuff that the medical system feeds us. And when the pineal gland becomes unhealthy, it can cause things like schizophrenia. But when you start taking the oil, it decalcifies the pineal gland and brings it back, to operating properly. And the melatonin levels, see, the pineal gland produces the melatonin that goes throughout our bodies. And your melatonin levels go up thousands of times. Now, melatonin is the greatest antioxidant known to man. And this melatonin, it goes to every cell in our bodies. And when the melatonin comes in contact with the free radicals, which are causing cancer, well, basically it just wipes them out. So, there's so many aspects of this medicine. It's anti-inflammatory properties, like for people who have arthritis. When you look at same thing for diabetics, lowering their blood sugar. And actually, most people that get on the oil no longer even require the use of insulin. So it just goes on and on and on, the different ways this works. But I think that should give people a rough summary.
Does the oil have a holistic effect on the human body?
Oh, of course it does. I mean, this has been known, it's been a known fact, like for 5,000 years, that this is man's oldest known and safest medication. So it definitely has a very holistic effect on the human body and the bodies of all animal life.
Please, can you tell me, can all malignant illness be treated with the oil, or only some of them? And if so, which ones?
Well, from what we've found, all malignant cancers can be treated very effectively with the oil. It doesn't make any difference if you have cancer of the brain, the lungs, the bowels, stomach, anywhere. The oil is a very effective treatment. And it's the only rational treatment I know of, to treat these horrible conditions, because it does no harm. And really, what I do, I'm simply following the Hippocratic Oath. And I think it's really a great shame that our medical system isn't doing the same, because the Hippocratic Oath is the basis of medicine. And in that oath it says, first do no harm. And this is exactly what the oil does, no harm. But when you look at today's treatments like chemotherapy, radiation, they do nothing but harm. And on top of that, these treatments are known to cause cancer. So they're giving us treatments that cause cancer to treat cancer. Now, to me, that's just lunacy.